Where am I? You're awake. You're in a hospital. Sir, I've got some grave news. You've been in a coma since January, and it's now July. What's the price of Ethereum? Fluctuating above $2,000. More than doubled in price. That's not bad. What's the price of Bitcoin? Floating above $30,000. Okay, about the same. That's not too bad. Down from 60,000. Hi, remember me? Crypto every single daily here, back with another daily update. Now, I know it's been almost 24 hours since the last daily update. No, it's not because I got wrecked in the market. Imagine quitting your job because your investments are down. What? Actually, I've been busy building a serious team to help me legitimately produce daily content. It's a very slow process, as you might be able to tell, and it still might take a while, but stay tuned for that. Today I want to talk about market cycles, specifically addressing the common concern that Bitcoin is now headed for a 2-year or prolonged bear market cycle. Could there be anything worse than that?
Diabetes.
Okay, the cat has got a point. I want to point out the logical holes in people's rationale thinking that a bear market is a given right now. How, in fact, any crypto analyst saying anything definitive about the future might as well be a headless chicken running around trying to give you directions. And there's no shortage of those guys.
Look at all those chickens!
We're going to look at 2 of the most commonly believed Bitcoin market cycles with a objective lens. Not a bullish or a bearish one, just trying to be objective as possible about all of this. Objectivity in crypto. Very rare, but here we are. So first up, and let me just address, I know I'm biased. I'm going to try and get over it. But anyway, first up, stock to flow. I don't need to explain the math behind this. Suffice it to say that it's a mathematical equation attempting to derive a relationship between the supply of Bitcoin and the price in USD. Now, it is absolutely fair to say that supply will affect the price. That's a no-brainer, but trying to predict the exact number the price should be because of it gets a little weird. For example, by the year 2045, stock to flow estimates each Bitcoin to be worth, let me just count all these zeros here, $250 billion each. Now, gosh darn it, I hope to God he's right. I'll always keep at least 1 Bitcoin just in case, but potentially that is unrealistic.
How dare you!
Also, taking it a step further here, if for fun's sake you were to transport the stock to flow model over to a different crypto that has already been pre-mined, has all of its supply minted, like XRP or something else, the model breaks entirely and each coin is predicted at infinity dollars. Quite possibly also unrealistic. But don't get me wrong, I am not attacking Plan B's model at all, like some have. Quite the contrary. I think the man has done a lot of good in promoting Bitcoin to the masses. Whether he's right or wrong is irrelevant to me. He's projecting Bitcoin to be higher than it currently is, so he gets a pass in my book, even if I'm skeptical of the model. Next up, Halving Cycles. You've probably seen this image. I think the TV's here. Yes, it is. You've probably seen that image before. Meant to show you the various stages of the market neatly timed up to Bitcoin 4-year halving cycles. Bull market in blue, retraction or bear market in brown, accumulation in red, expansion in green, reaccumulation in yellow. There are lots of cycles, but I've updated the chart here myself. Not going to draw all the boxes. I've got the important ones up. Blue is bull market, red is bear market. I know it looks scary. It neatly aligns with previous history, suggesting the very worst of news. The length of the bull market even apparently at first glance seems right. First being 48 weeks, the second 51, the last 71, and this time 53. I'll get back to that later. But this is the main reason why many are scared right now. But there are some flaws with this analysis. First up, This is the most scuffed market cycle we've seen in a long time. Within the space of a year and a half, we raced through basically every single color of box there is, which is only meant to occur once every 4 years. This is why you don't usually see these market cycle images updated to current date, because it's kind of broken. Historically, there is only one bear market cycle every 4 years. The last one, we arguably had 2. Now, you could say it was because of COVID. This is why the market looks so weird, and I agree with that. That's definitely why. But if you admit the model has changed, then you admit the model has changed. Who knows what's coming next? Now, I know, I'm sounding like I'm puffing on dangerous amounts of copium right now. I understand that. Objectively, the model is still a good one, but it's proven inaccurate recently and cannot be trusted as much as it could be before. So, lastly, I want to give you my take on all this. Market cycles are definitely a thing, 100%. But charting them and predicting them as though humans are as predictable as robots doesn't make logical sense. Things like the Wall Street cheat sheet, for example, do work. They do give rise to believing in these theories, but the secret of all these things are, these are historical indicators and are only validated after the fact. For example, during the last bull run, there were at least 9 pullbacks of 30% or greater. Who's to say it was going to be the 9th one that ended it all, not the 6th or the 7th? In fact, in this run, there's only been 3 pullbacks of 30% or more. So is 3 the magic number this time, especially considering that technically this bull run really only started about here and already ended there. A space of about 20 weeks or 140 days. 20 being vastly smaller than 71 and 51 of previous 48, if you're counting this. Just trying here to be as objective as possible without letting my biases get in the way. Let me know if you think I succeeded. These cycles seem to suggest something is wrong here. So I just don't understand anyone predicting anything with any degree of confidence. Fundamentally, and this is just a personal opinion, I just can't see why a 2-year bear market cycle for Bitcoin makes sense. Unless there's a greater economic crash or people are afraid of literally this chart and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy for no real reason other than people believing in the boxes, which might definitely happen. I'm not trying to say there's no bear market right now, but I just don't feel right about it is all. Anyway, do you agree with my take? Let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you again tomorrow, of course.